He made us laugh. He made us think. And in his quiet way, Malcolm-Jamal Warner became the voice of generations. When you think of 80s television icons, one name is impossible to forget: Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Best known for his role as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, Warner was more than a TV son. He was the symbol of youthful authenticity in an era that craved representation. But what many didn't realize is that Malcolm wasn't just a boy growing up on TV. He was an artist, a poet, a thinker, and a builder of legacy. By July 2025, Warner's estimated net worth ranged between $10 to $15 million, a reflection of 4 decades of dedication, not just to entertainment, but to cultural depth. From acting and directing to poetry and Grammy-winning music, Malcolm was a rare kind of multi-hyphenate. He didn't chase fame. He let his work speak for itself. Early life. Malcolm-Jamal Warner was born on August 18, 1970, in Jersey City, New Jersey. He was raised by his devoted mother, Pamela Warner, who not only supported his dreams, but also became his manager. A single parent, Pamela nurtured his curiosity and creativity, choosing to name him after 2 powerful inspirations: Malcolm X, the civil rights icon, and Ahmad Jamal, the acclaimed jazz pianist. Though he had no siblings, Malcolm grew up surrounded by music, books, and a mother's unwavering encouragement. His childhood was focused not on cartoons, but on auditions and acting lessons. He started professional training by age 9. Warner attended the Professional Children's School in New York City, a haven for gifted young talents trying to balance stardom with schoolwork. He wasn't raised to be a celebrity. He was raised to be prepared. "My mother didn't raise me to be famous," Warner once said. "She raised me to be grounded." Personal life. Malcolm-Jamal Warner lived much of his personal life away from the spotlight, intentionally. In the late 1980s, he began dating actress Michelle Thomas, his Cosby Show co-star. Their love story touched hearts, but tragedy struck when Thomas passed away in 1998 from cancer. Warner was at her bedside, an act of quiet loyalty that revealed more about his heart than any headline ever could. Later, he was romantically linked to actress Karen Malina White from 1997 to 2005, and later to Regina King from 2011 until their split in 2013. Each relationship seemed to reflect a deeper search for meaning rather than the flash of Hollywood. He eventually married a woman outside the limelight. The couple welcomed a daughter in 2017, whose identity remains protected to this day, a decision Warner stood by, explaining in interviews that some things are too sacred to share. A man of deep reflection, Warner never publicly labeled his faith, though his work often echoed spiritual themes. He used his platform to address HIV, AIDS education, mental health awareness, and Black fatherhood, becoming a quiet but powerful voice in the community. He was also an accomplished bass guitarist and spoken-word artist, combining jazz with messages of resilience and cultural pride. Professional career. The Cosby Show era, 1984 to 1992. Malcolm-Jamal Warner's breakthrough came at just 14 years old when he landed the role of Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show. As the only son in the Huxtable family, Theo was cool, flawed, and relatable. Viewers saw themselves in him. Over 8 seasons, Warner grew up in front of America, even earning an Emmy nomination in 1986. While the show was groundbreaking, Malcolm began looking ahead, using his free time on set to study directing and camera work. Most child stars wait for the phone to ring after the show ends. I was already working on becoming the one making the calls, directing and producing. During and after The Cosby Show, Warner directed episodes of All That, Kenan and Kel, Malcolm and Eddie, and public health documentaries. He didn't just act, he shaped narratives. In 2011, he took on both starring and executive producing roles in Read Between the Lines on BET, alongside Tracee Ellis Ross, portraying a modern Black couple navigating parenthood and careers. Later TV roles. Malcolm continued to reinvent himself. Sons of Anarchy, recurring role. The Resident as Dr. A.J. Austin, 2018 to 2023. American Crime Story, O.J. Simpson Trial. Suits, Community, 911, and The Michael J. Fox Show. He also voiced the producer in The Magic School Bus and lent his voice to animated projects and documentaries. Music and Grammy win. Warner's love for music led to the formation of his band Miles Long, blending jazz, funk, and poetry. In 2015, he earned a Grammy Award alongside Robert Glasper and Layla Hathaway for Best Traditional R&B Performance. He released 3 studio albums between 2003 and 2020, often incorporating themes of love, culture, and fatherhood, podcast, and advocacy. In 2024, Warner co-founded the podcast Not All Hood, diving into conversations around Black identity, emotional health, and media portrayal with co-hosts Wussy Baraka and Candace Kelly. College career. Warner never attended a traditional university. Instead, his college was lived experience. He often said that being on set was the greatest classroom, learning lighting, pacing, camera angles, and most importantly, how to be humble in a world designed to inflate ego. However, he spoke at universities across America, inspiring students with one consistent message: don't wait for the role. Be the author of your story. House tour and car collection. Malcolm-Jamal Warner lived modestly compared to Hollywood norms. He purchased a home in Studio City, California, in 1994 for just over $470,000. By 2025, that property was worth an estimated $3 million. He later converted it into a rental home, generating steady passive income. In terms of cars, Warner kept a sleek black Tesla Model S and a restored 1967 Chevy Impala, the latter a nod to his love for classic Americana. He wasn't a collector, but appreciated style with meaning. His home, according to Interior Glimpses, featured a home studio, shelves of vinyl records, African art, and a meditation room. A sanctuary rather than showroom. Cause of death. On July 20th, 2025, the world was stunned by heartbreaking news. Malcolm-Jamal Warner had died at age 54 in a tragic accident while vacationing with his family in Playa Cockles, Costa Rica. He was caught in a powerful rip current while swimming and drowned before rescue teams could reach him. The official cause of death was asphyxia due to accidental drowning. Though emergency responders attempted to revive him, Warner passed away shortly after being pulled ashore. His wife and daughter were present but unharmed. His final moments, witnesses said, were marked by bravery, trying to help others caught in the current. His passing sent shockwaves through Hollywood, with tributes flooding in from co-stars, musicians, and fans across the globe. Malcolm-Jamal Warner left behind a life fully lived. He wasn't just an actor, musician, or director. He was a mentor, a father, and a cultural craftsman. His portrayal of Theo Huxtable broke barriers for young black men on television. His music spoke to the soul. His poetry asked hard questions. His voice, whether spoken, sung, or silent, reminded us of what it means to grow with grace. From child star to seasoned artist, Malcolm never chased stardom. Instead, he built a legacy of substance, inspiring a new generation to blend passion with purpose. Not every light burns out. Some just ascend. Rest in power, Malcolm-Jamal Warner.